What's up, y'all? Y'all go ahead, join the live, join the live. We about to talk about healthy boundaries. Go ahead and join the live, join the live. Trying to get some people up in here. We're trying to bring my friend on. Um, Ashley, I sent you the invite. You should get an invite. Go ahead and join the live. There we go. We're gonna talk about healthy boundaries.
Okay. Hey.
Hey,
Oh my God, I'm so cozy. I feel crazy right now. Sorry, I have a blanket and you're like in a desk. Okay.
it's okay.
We're
It's
doing
okay. Tell me
this.
what we about to talk about today? Boundaries.
Yes, this is big. This is heavy. This is heavy.
This is heavy. It's necessary. It's necessary.
For
Go ahead. If you on
real,
here, go
for
ahead.
real.
Invite other people. Let the group know we are live. We're about to
Mm-hmm.
talk about healthy boundaries. Um, because I think it's a much needed conversation. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of people right now on my timeline talking about depression. I'm hearing stories from
Mm-hmm.
people that I know talk about depression and how people are ready to like end their lives because not only are they dealing with their like chaos within their own world, but they're dealing with other people
Mm-hmm.
chaos as well, like trying to help other people
Yeah.
that they don't need to help. Like, and I know my approach is a little bit more rugged. Um, I kind of say it a little bit more street.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's why I like to go live and talk to you because you know how to break it down from a different concept, making it, saying a little
Yeah.
different and might set in stone because I'm more direct with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think it's very necessary to talk about boundaries right now.
Yeah. It's heavy. No, but I think like it's just nice being able to get two people's brains and be able to talk about a particular topic and be honest and raw and in depth about what it is that we're trying to talk about. So, like, um, boundaries is something that I've struggled with all my life. You know what I mean? So, for me, this is on time. This is something that everybody can actively be doing. Some people are better at it, some people they struggle at it, and they gotta, you know, always be more proactive than, maybe somebody like you. Like you just say things how it is, and
Yeah,
so like that, there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually really good because that's authenticity. Like there's no fluff. This is what it is, and you take it how you want to take it, but it's not my problem.
yeah,
Whereas somebody like myself who's always been a people pleaser all my life, like I want to do everything to make everyone else happy but myself. It's like a self sabotage thing. So it's like,
yeah. See, I had that too growing up
you know what I mean?
because I was always like one of them kids where everyone, stay in the child place, everyone rule over you type thing. So, and you love the people that's in your world, whether it be friends, family, or whatever, and you naturally want to make them happy. You naturally want them to be pleased with your performance or whatever you're doing. So
Mm-hmm.
when you're going into sports, you want I want my mom to be there. I want her to be happy about me. If I'm going into the
Mm-hmm.
spelling bee, I want this
Yeah.
and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if you're seeing someone struggling with someone or something, you want to help them out because, I want them to be okay. I want them to be happy. But you're not realizing that you're overexerting yourself unnecessarily. Like,
Mm, that's deep. Yo,
no,
that's real good.
yeah, like it's not, even though we feel like it's not our job or our responsibility to make sure things in other people's lives are going okay or
Damn, yo,
someone
that's
is
so
pleased
fucking
by
good.
your performance. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're people, we're humans, and we're all here to help one another. Like, we're all connected, but at the same time, you still have to remember you are an individual. Like, yeah, we're connected, but you're an individual. So
Yeah.
it's only so much weight that you can carry on your own shoulders
Mhm.
before you just lose your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
if I'm struggling to make sure my bills are paid, um, and let's just say I have a best friend who's struggling for to have her bills paid as well or something.
Mhm.
And even though I probably only have $10 left, I still give her five of that. And now both of us is like, like,
You can't. You can't.
yeah,
You
like
have.
it's so hard to say no sometimes. It is so hard to say no because you
Yeah.
feel bad. He's like,
Mhm.
I know I could have, I got it, I know how, and I should, but at the same time, you shouldn't.
No. 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 This is where I'm gonna say you're wrong. It's not that you should. It's not that you should. Should is always you first. I should take care of me first. When an airplane is going down, what do they say? Before you take care of your child or your neighbor, make sure you have your breathing mask on first. Because how can you fucking function if you're trying to and here, let me help you. Yeah, then you're fucking dead.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not about over giving and overextending. It's about making sure you're full. And then whatever's extra, okay, I can give to you. I can give to you. You give it to who you choose
yeah,
sparingly because you it's about it's a healthy balance of learning to be vulnerable but also learning to protect your vulnerability, like not protect your vulnerability, protect it for people that are not 100, and you are open for people that are 100, where it's
yeah,
transparent, there's truth, there's spirit to spirit. But when it's you're not sure, you don't feel 100% safe, you okay, so that's where you that's self-love. That's
yeah,
taking care of me first before I take care of you, because I am not a functioning or good healthy adult to civilization. I'm not being interdependent if I am being codependent. I'm choosing to neglect me and me as God, me as I. And when I do
yeah.
that, it shows
So
in
many
so many
times
different aspects
so
of our
many
lives.
times we forget that. We
Mm-hmm.
forget the I. You
Mm-hmm.
forget you and trying to help other people. Like I had to like, man, I found myself in so many moments where it just hit me like, yo, like I'm pushing so hard to get this person to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And I myself is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like I can't get mad at them for not being appreciative of all that I've done to help push
Mm-hmm.
them and sacrifice for them. It's not their fault if they
Yeah.
don't appreciate it. It's not their fault if they don't realize it. I can't be mad at them. I have to be mad at myself because it's my doing. Like I chose, even though I might not have realized that I was doing it, but I chose to neglect me
Yeah.
to try to help push someone else to be the great that I know that they can be. When I have greatness inside myself that I need to be pushing.
To
Like when
be
I realized
honest,
that, I went,
okay.
whoa, like I didn't even realize that I've been doing that all this time. Like
Yeah.
I have so many things about me that I can be pushing, which is now I am, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now I am. That's why you see me going live now, or you see me doing the YouTube, or you
Yeah.
see me doing, because it's things that
Make you
I
happy.
enjoy. It's things
Mm-hmm.
that I want. It's
Amen.
gifts inside of me that I know can be great. So if
Amen.
rather than me pushing or helping someone else be their great, I need to be doing that for myself,
Mm.
or
Amen.
this, or you might have the family member who only comes around, or the friend that you never really talk to, and they only comes around when they want to ask for money. You probably ain't spoke to them in 3 years because that's the last time you seen them. And the first time they see you, they go, "Let me hold $100."
That's a lot. Things to
Like
say
I
$10,
used to be that
not
person
$100.
when I was young where if my friends, my family needed something, I had it, I just gave it. And I was blessed because anytime something severe came about, I was taken care of. some type of way. But at the same time, I was
Mm.
still overexerting myself because it's like, why do I
Because
why do I do that?
it's because we want to be accepted. We want to feel loved. Because when we're raised, right? And sometimes if you're growing up in a single parent home, things are chaotic, whatever, like you don't really understand the full capacity of love. You
Hmm.
learn a kind of broken down version of it. And so
Yeah,
then you internalize that shit and you think that everything is wrong with you and that you're not worthy of love. So what do? You do either something like that where you over please, over exert, over everything because you just want to be accepted and you just want to be loved. But really, the only way to feel that really love, deep love that we want is by giving it to ourselves first. And
I
when
can
you don't
attest
give
to
it
that.
to yourself, that's when you start seeing the things in your life out of alignment, a little wobbly, a little shaky. You know what I mean? Because like if you are looking outside of yourself, that's when you get it all fucking wrong. Like
Yeah,
it's part of the journey, right? Because this is part of the journey. Everything is valid, and also honoring that fact that like, okay, I have this awareness now, but like I can still be very kind to myself. I can still be very understanding of myself. There's changes, but at least I'm aware. So
yeah,
you're loving yourself even through the process of knowing that, man, I'm fucking up right now. Pretty heavy. But like you love yourself through that process and you're like, you know what? It's okay. I'm doing an amazing job. Look at where I'm at today versus 2 months ago, 3 months ago,
yeah,
10 months ago, a year, 2 years ago. Like all of this was valid. Every fucking
yeah,
second was valid. Like I needed to go through this depression. I needed to go through this two toxic fucking relationships. I needed to have a child. I needed to be living at my mom's house again. Like all of this fucking shit is valid and has made me the fucking awesome person that I am today, that I love and that I appreciate and
yeah,
that I'm kind with, even when blood is not kind. Even when people judge you and point the finger, oh, look at what you're fucking doing. But you know what? Who do I have? Me. Because that's all we got at the end of the fucking day. You
yes,
don't have nothing
yes,
but your fucking self. So you gotta
yes,
learn to love it and be at peace with where you're at and who you are. And until we don't get there, that's where you see the struggle. But like it's a daily thing. We're
yeah.
never done.
And like I can attest to that because I know with me, um, having feeling that void of not getting the love that I feel like I desired as
Hmm.
from an adolescent and coming up and yearning for that love, yearning for that want, that how much I love those connected to me and not
Hmm.
getting that, it made me, I keep using the word overexert myself. Like I felt
That's
the
it.
need to prove that I was worthy of love because I wasn't getting it. So I was like, maybe they
Hmm.
just don't see it.
Hmm. Yeah.
So maybe I
Oh
need to
my
figure out a way
God.
to show them,
That's
like
crazy, yo.
I don't know
That's
why they
crazy.
don't see it. I don't know why it's not automatic. Like I'm here, I'm here. You feel me? Like you can't see me, like I'm here, so now I'm over procrastinating, I'm overthinking, I'm doing, I'm walking on thin ice, like every single thing. I'm trying to be the perfect whatever for someone just so they can see me, so that they can
Mm.
feel that, yo, I'm worthy to be loved.
This
You
gonna
feel
make
me?
me cry.
So,
This shit is raw, yo.
yeah,
It's
so
fucking
like that
crazy.
was me. So I completely understand until I started being able to receive because for one, depression too, like it blocked a lot of stuff out because of
Mm.
the things that I was desiring that I couldn't have. Depression closed my eyes to so much of my
Mm.
reality. Like God brought so many different other people into my lives that was able to love me and give me that friendship, that caring, that support, that protective.
Yeah.
It was like everything that I needed that I wasn't getting from where I wanted it, where I desired it to come from. It was other people placed into my lives that was
Yeah.
offering that, but I wasn't able to receive them because depression closed my eyes off.
Yeah.
Once I was able to like open that veil, even just a little bit, you
Yeah.
know, I
Hmm.
started being able to recognize these other things and these other people that I had in my life. So now I hear when someone's telling me, yo, you need to be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
You need to be forgiving to yourself. Like at
Yeah.
first I'm like, whatever, I'm not even hearing it. But
Yeah.
it started to set in on me now when strangers that I don't know, never seen before, would touch my hand and just look at me and smile and say, "Yo, forgive yourself." And it
Wow, that's
was
deep.
honestly because it's such a long journey. Like nothing comes right away. Like the worst. I always tell you the worst parts of my
Yeah.
trauma. I dealt with for 7 years. Like the worst, the ugliness of it. Like that kept me up all night. I couldn't sleep more than 2 hours a day. I was insomnia out as fuck. Like I was deprived. I barely want to eat. Barely didn't want to sleep. Barely
Yeah.
wanted to bed. I just was so. It was just going internally.
Yeah.
7 years to get over that, and I'm still every single day learning different stuff, whether it be from different friendship
Yeah.
situations, different relationship situations. Sometime I'm in the house and I'm just thinking to myself, and that's where like I think we talked, what was it, about 2 weeks ago, when I said, yo, I just realized something that people been telling me all this time, like I need to be more nice to myself. Like I really need to be more forgiving, because
Mm-hmm.
I will forgive anyone else like real quick as soon as they say something or do something to hurt my feelings, or if they apologize, I forgive them. But then when things happen, I'll beat myself down like, dang, you stupid. Why did you do that? Like, you know
Mm.
better. And I will hold on
Yeah.
to that, you know? So I'm beating myself up internally, and it's not necessary. Like, I learned to look at it like, okay, you made a decision. It was a decision to be made. You made it. You decide
Yeah.
to do this. You decide to say that. It is
Mm.
what it is. If it's on you to apologize, apologize now and move forward. No matter what they do, whether they forgive you or not, apologize to them, apologize to yourself, but
Mm.
take the lessons from it now.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's okay, it is what it is. Now it's and because I'm able to look at myself like that, like you can attest to this. I just told you, like, yo, I'm a creator.
Yes.
Like never,
Yes.
not even
Mm-hmm.
realizing this before. I've been doing music. I've been drawing art. I've been DJing. I've been doing I've been dancing. I've been
Mm-hmm.
doing stuff and creating content for years
Yep.
since a child.
You didn't even
And I
recognize
never
it.
looked at myself and went, "Yo, you have gifts. Yo, you are awesome. You are
Mm-hmm.
talented. You are the
Mm-hmm.
biggest one. You are beautiful." Like
Oh,
I never looked
yes.
at myself like this.
Oh my
Like
God, you're gonna make me cry.
for real.
Oh
I
my
never
God,
looked
that
at
touches my
myself and
heart,
went, you
yo.
are worthy. You deserve to
Amen.
be here. Like
Yes.
these are things that's so like it's so deep. And here I
Mm-hmm.
am almost about to be 30
Yeah,
and it's just not clicking. It's just not
it's
registering.
awesome.
And I'm so grateful because
Yeah.
if I would allow other people trauma and weight to bring me down, I wouldn't have been here to have this realization today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was so close. I was so close to just not being here. And I'm so grateful that I was able to fight through that. And like
Mm.
I oh man, it 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 it, it, it I don't know, it saddens me so much to see
Stop. You're
how
gonna make
many
me cry,
people go
man.
through depression right now. Like it really saddens me so much
Yeah.
because I understand it. Like it's so deep. Like when I see when I say nothing, when you're going through depression, nothing is normal in your mind.
Yeah.
Literally nothing. Like you can see that the sky is blue, but your mind is telling you it's red. Like nothing is normal.
Yeah.
Someone can look at you and smile and they're probably just happy to see you and you're thinking, oh, they been fake. Like
Oh my
everything is
God.
upside down.
Yeah.
Like
You
your
can't see the
mind
positive in
is
anything.
it's crazy. Like your mind really plays tricks on you to the point. I guess it's a chemical imbalance, but it really changes every single thing in your world and flips it to opposite.
Yeah.
So I understand why it's so difficult for people to see around that because as soon as you get away from everyone, as soon as you're in a place of quietness and to self, your mind just cranks up and
Yeah.
it doesn't shut off. It doesn't. Like you try to go to
It's
sleep to
horrible.
get around away from it and it's still running.
Yeah.
Like, but
It's fucking raw. Like that, like, that is so fucking real because that's exactly it. And I feel like a lot of times that's why we stay busy. Like,
yeah,
it's this anxiety, like this thing, like, I can't sit still or I don't want to. And that's why it's like mindfulness. It's all, initially you think it's a hard thing, but when you realize all it is about the more present we can be in our life right now, like how do I feel right now in this moment? Like I feel this is beautiful. I'm having a deep ass conversation with a really good friend of mine. And I feel like this is beautiful, you know what I mean? So like right now I'm in the moment. I'm fully here, I'm fully present. I don't have to think about what I did today or a couple of months ago or what I have to do because that's what creates the screaming inside where you're just like fucking going mad because you're literally either in the past or in the future and it's like you completely dismiss the gift which is now.
yes,
And so like I think like one of the secrets of like pushing past those deep now I'm not I'm saying some people are clinically, depressed and things like that, and that's a legit thing and all of that. But I'm saying like one of the tools that we can use to like ease up on those strong feelings, which are valid and they do need to be felt. They do need to be felt because we grew up in the church where everything had to be by the book. You have to be good. You have to do this. This is bad. This is good. This is bad. This is good. We don't talk about emotions. We just do good and we do bad. We do good and we do bad. And if we do bad, we gotta repent. If we're doing good, awesome. There's nothing I need to change. But when you're just focused on behavior and not focused on how you feel, you're dismissing yourself. Those places that we don't want to like admit. Like if you're that like when you acknowledge the inner critic within yourself, like, okay, I see you. All right, I see you. I
yeah,
acknowledge you. I acknowledge your depression. Like, I see that you're here. I see that the clouds look a little red today. It's a little annoying. I see you. I acknowledge you. Okay. And you're like, all right, what's something that I can focus on like right now? Like, what's good? What can make me feel like nice in this very moment? Oh, well, putting my hand over my heart makes me feel calm, makes me feel at ease, that I am in control, that I am in a state of zen, you know?
yeah,
And it's like, it all goes back to centering ourselves in our spirit and calming that inner chatter because that's what drives us fucking mad.
yeah,
But that doesn't, it takes us going through shit to get to that place of like,
yeah.
okay, there's another way. Like, there has to be another way. I can't keep on living like this, Like, there's got to be a more peaceful, more easeful way. I'm not saying it's going to be great and dandy, especially, you know, we're struggling
I
with different
think that's the
things.
biggest part right there is just recognizing that, yo,
Yeah.
I am not okay.
Yeah. And that's okay.
But but at the same time, even though I'm not
Excuse me.
okay, it's all right that I'm not okay.
Yeah.
Like it's all right. Everything is
Yeah.
not always gonna be perfect. You're
No.
not gonna always feel the best. You're not always gonna have everything you desire. It's okay to not be okay.
Amen.
That's the first step. And I feel like once you have that realization, then you can focus on, okay, now where do I go from here?
Yeah. And
Like you can overload yourself.
can I add a little disclaimer on here just in case for anybody? We're not doctors, people. We just having a conversation friend to friend. Okay? I don't want anybody saying, "Oh, they said this and this and this." This is the first step.
Oh
Listen,
yeah, I'm
if,
speaking
if
from
you're
my own
struggling with
personal
anything,
experience.
y'all, go see a doctor first. We just giving you our stories, okay? I gotta make sure
Yes,
that's clear.
yes, yes. Disclaimer.
Yeah,
Speaking from my
disclaimer
own
alert.
experience. Like this
Yeah,
is what I learned as I learned to love
yeah,
myself throughout the years.
amen.
Like, cause
Yeah,
I was never, I was not there. I had a long time that I was not there. I just didn't. When I looked in the mirror, I wasn't pleased with what I seen.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's a process.
It
It's
is.
really a process, and it takes a time.
Yeah.
Like everyone's journey is different. Some people takes longer than others, but it takes time. People look at me now and say,
Yeah.
"I wish I had what you have," and I tell them you can.
Yes.
All you got to do is just
Yeah.
start. All you got to do is start. You know,
Mhm. Yeah.
um, because a lot of people, everyone's seen the happy, the smiling G, the goofy G, but I never let too many people see behind closed doors how broken I was.
But a
You
lot of
know,
people, like, this is the thing, you never know. You can't judge a book by
and
its cover, because just because somebody's happy, hey, you don't know what they fucking battling with in this
yeah,
fucking brain. Like,
and even though I'm broken, I'm still trying to fix others.
yeah.
That was the biggest thing for me because that
Mm.
by me doing that, it pushed my journey back. I
Yeah.
could have started healing so much earlier than I did.
Mm.
But I was too focused on others, being there for others,
Indeed.
making pleasing someone else, making someone
Yeah.
else happy, helping someone
I'm
else.
liking that. It's true. Y'all put some likes in the box.
Yeah. Like I had to
Yeah.
learn, like you have to tell people no. It don't care who they are. It could be
Yeah.
your mama.
Mm.
I'm sorry,
Trust.
but I can't. I can't right
Yeah.
now. Like
Yeah.
it is what it is. If they're mad, they're upset, I understand, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because what I need to do, what I need to get from this season, I need to be selfish with me.
Amen.
Like,
Amen.
there's really no other way around it. Because if you neglect yourself long enough,
You go back into
yourself will
your.
start to attack yourself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? You are your
Oh,
own
got
true
the
best
chills.
friend.
Sorry. Oh my God.
Yeah, you are
Got
your
me.
own true best friend.
Yes. Amen. That's freaking facts. That's where it's at. That's that's what we all gotta
So
do. And it's
that's
and like
why
you
I
said,
like when people contact me now about doing something for them, sometimes I don't even open the message, you
mm-hmm.
know. Um, when people
Yeah.
hit me up and they're about to unload themselves on me, and like, which I appreciate one of my friends now because she always stops now and asks me, wait, can you receive this? Like, are you good?
Yeah.
Because people, they'll just reach out to you and then they'll just drop everything on you all
When they
their
should be
weight.
talking to a therapist. Yeah.
Yeah, and you were so unprepared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and
I wasn't ready.
yeah, you were so
She wasn't
unprepared, and they don't know
ready.
what's going on with you in your life. Like, you probably just found out something devastating, like,
Mm-mm.
something that completely turned your world upside down. And now
Yeah.
here they come, and you answer the phone, and the first thing they don't even say hello, how you doing? They just go, I can't believe blah blah blah, this and this and this. And you're like, wait, what? Like it's already started. You don't even have time to stop it. Now you
No.
already know.
You stuck. You stuck
And
stuck.
now you finish that and you get off the phone with them and they feel lighter, but you feel heavier.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like now you're really in a mess. Now you're really stuck in the room because now you're not thinking about just your stuff, but now you're on to their stuff.
It's like, give me a break. That's exactly it. It's funny that you say that, because I have, my tight circle. You're one of them. And
Yeah.
my girls, and I will always ask, like, if I'm calling Chelsea, I'm like, Chelsea, like, I really got it. Like, she's happy, and I want to fucking kill her vibe, but I really need to vent to somebody. So I'm like, Chelsea, can I vent? Is it safe to vent right now, or should I call back later? Like, I can wait. And she's like, no, hon, please tell me. But there's other times where she's like, yeah, I know, let's wait. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
perfect. But that's considerate. But see, like, when you're doing the work within yourself, you realize how much energy people take away from you. So you're very careful with the energy you take away from other people too. Like, you start to become you think it's more selfish, but yes, you're being selfish. You're loving yourself. You're taking care of yourself. But then you're so interdependent that you do consider those around you to make sure that you're not vomiting on them 24/7. You know, like you're just more conscious. You're more selective, or you know what I mean. Like it's good to have, I would say, like one good friend that you could do that with, maybe two, or you know, and a therapist preferably, because sometimes it's just like we're adding more shit to other people too, and we don't realize it. You
Yeah,
know?
don't realize it. Like,
Yeah, that
and
is crazy.
I notice how sometimes depending on something that someone would tell me,
Yeah,
especially if it's someone I care about, like I could just throwing out something like my brother could call me right now and tell me something. And because my love that I have for my brother, his chaos now becomes mine.
yep,
You
right,
feel me? Like naturally, just because of the love I have for him.
yeah,
So now I'm over here mad, angry, upset. I can't believe they did that to my brother.
mm, mm,
And I'm already on a short fuse because I can't believe so and so said that to me.
yep.
You
So
feel
we
me?
just in one story to the next, and we're like,
Yeah. So now here I am. Let's just say I'm just throwing out hypotheticals. No, now I'm mad that someone said something to me. Now I'm mad because someone did something to my brother. And if I have a partner at the house, I come home, she says something, now I'm snapping. Ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm
all
just
she said
snapping
is,
because
"Do
I'm
you know where the
angry.
toilet paper is?" And you like, what the? It's a whole fucking problem. Like, bitch,
Why
all
you
I
put
asked
the
was for the
toilet
toilet
paper this
paper.
time? I told you the toilet paper go up, it don't go down.
I'm fucking dead, yo. I'm so dead.
For real though.
Oh my god,
And then you're
yo.
looking like, I'm sorry, and I don't even know why I did that to you
Yeah.
because you didn't deserve that. And it's I don't even know how to I don't know what's going on because you can't process it
This goes
because
back
it's
to the topic.
subconscious.
This goes back to what we've been talking about this whole time. It's about boundaries. When we overexert ourselves, right? Like you said, and we make commitments that we really don't want to make or want to agree to, that's where we have that resentment, that the anger, that build up, you know, every little thing. And then before you know it, you're popping off on somebody who had nothing to do with the fact that you obligated to 10,000 things and nobody told you to fucking do it. But you
Yes.
felt like you had to please everybody. So you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And it's like, where the fuck is you? Where do you come into play in this?
Yeah.
Because then you're being rude as fuck to people who love you, who care for you, because you overcommitted and you obligated yourself to things that you really had no business doing because you had no interest in doing it in the first place. But
Yeah.
because you want to please everybody, you just doing shit, and then you mad at people that love you. It's like,
Yeah.
did they deserve it? See, that's what I'm saying.
But
Taking
I
care of
didn't tell you to
yourself.
do that. Oh, you so ungrateful. Wait, they didn't tell you to do that.
Yep.
So
Taking
you
care of
gotta
yourself
hold yourself
plays into
accountable.
everything. Taking care of yourself plays into everything. That's why interdependence is the goal. You know, that is the fucking goal. Do your own shit, love you, take yourself out, do whatever the fuck that makes you happy, take care of you, and the right people that are for you will connect with your path. There, it'll be ease and grace, no effort. I mean, yeah, there will be effort, but no, 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 no. I just feel that everything is when you follow the path,
Yeah.
the least path of resistance, just things come to you like ease and grace.
Yeah.
Ease and grace. That's what we want. Ease and grace, because why fight if there's an this is an easier way to live? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Like it's just
because
unnecessary. Like, and
mm-hmm,
it's also a matter of you loving yourself too. You not
yeah,
overcommitting yourself to too many things and too many other people BS is a part of loving yourself.
yeah. And listen,
Like, and sometimes you telling someone no isn't you being selfish. It's just because I'm taking a moment to love on me right now, and I know exactly what I need, and I know what I don't need right now, and you're trying to
Mm.
give me something I don't need right now.
Yo.
Like, I don't want to know
Fuck.
what happened to Tim, Dick, and Harry. Like, I don't care. Like,
Tim, Dick, and
I
Harry.
can't
Those are
care
the
right
names you
now
chose?
because I have to care
Is that
about
what we
me.
going with?
I know
You chose Tim,
it
Dick,
was
and
natural
Harry.
for me to
Okay,
say Tim, Dick,
girl.
and Harry. But for real. So it's
Yeah, no.
like,
But you know, all that
you
we're
know,
saying right
you
now is
it's
like so valid. Like this shit is hitting home for me because this is the work that spirit is. I still do the thing.
yeah.
I'm still obligating myself at times. Like I'm very guilty of that. Yes, let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. It's like, what the fuck about me?
Yeah, sometimes people don't even ask. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm trying to do this," and then you're like, "Oh, I can do that. Oh, let me help you." You know, and
Yeah.
you gotta just like you gotta say no to others. Sometimes you gotta say no to yourself when you having them
Yeah.
urges to just throw yourself in the mix of what someone else have going on to just help carry their weight. Like it's only you only got two shoulders.
Self
You only have two
sabotage
shoulders, and
is
after a
sabotage.
while
Yeah.
of putting weight on top of your shoulders, your back gonna give out.
Yep.
So like
We,
your back, you have to say no to yourself. You have to set boundaries for others, and you have to set boundaries for you. You have to set boundaries for yourself.
oof, that's heavy.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's so easy. It's so easy to get away from that. It's so easy to not even realize what you're doing because you might just have that natural way. Like me, I have a good heart. I have a big heart. I have a
Mhm.
giving, a
Me
loving
too.
heart. Like
Yep.
it makes me so happy to bring
Mhm.
someone else happiness.
Yes,
Like for
that's
real.
true.
And
That's
when
true.
someone else is sad, it
Mhm.
makes me sad because I'm also an empath. So like I feel everything.
Energy. It's
So
draining.
is listen, it's so draining. So like I naturally just want to help. I naturally
Yeah.
want to give. I naturally want to care. You feel me? But
Mhm.
and when I was going through the phase of switching over into realizing what my boundaries were, it was so hard because I literally would wrestle with myself like, dang, they said they need this done, and I kind of want to tell them no, but I mean I can do it for them, you know, but if you allow yourself to switch back after you set your boundaries,
Mhm.
it's even tougher to get your boundaries set up again the next time because now it's like I flip flopped, you know. So now this person feels like they
Yo,
could probably manipulate me and talk me back into doing or giving what they want.
that's deep. That's
I know.
crazy. Yo, I never thought of it that way, D. I swear I never thought of it that way. Wow, that's deep. Because you being inconsistent.
Yes.
So that's a weakness. Inconsistency is a weakness.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I think that's what um, God's been speaking to me about is being consistent. Because when you're consistent, you do the things that you don't want to do, even when you feel like you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Hold on, my baby's asleep, and I'm
Oh,
talking loud. But yeah, it's consistency, and I feel like I have more willpower, self discipline with myself. Like even though I hurt my lower back, I'm working out. No, no, like I'm focusing on stretching and stuff like that. Consistency, because I said I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna sweat. I'm gonna work out, and I'm not doing it for nobody else but for me. I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna drink water when I wake up in the morning. When I go to sleep, I'm gonna have water filled here. So first thing I drink. You know what I mean?
hmm.
Consistency. Those
Loving yourself.
little things, every little day. You do a little thing for you.
Yeah,
Take a little time for yourself, and you
that's
make it a
important.
practice. Like this is my time,
It's
and
so
that's when you
important to
learn
do
that
that.
self-respect. That's how you learn that self-respect. Like, okay, you know what? I know I used to operate like this and this, but I'm not doing that no more. Like, I need to operate. I need to move differently. So what do I need to do to get to where I want to go? And if I got some big ass fucking goals and dreams, then there's some shit I gotta sacrifice now to get to where I want to go.
Yeah,
you know.
because you already have different, different aspects taking time away from you. You have,
Mm-hmm.
like how we talked about friendships, possible relationships, family, your job. Everything's taking time from you.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be
It's
purposeful.
literally only on you to give time to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's just so easy to forget about you. Like it's so easy, but you gotta sow that energy back into yourself.
Oh man.
If you're not growing,
Mm-hmm.
bro, that chaos is gonna continue to swirl and just get bigger and bigger internally. And this is another aspect of you. Now you're feeling depressed. My anxiety is through the roof. Now I'm angry and I'm irritable. And it's really just because you're not taking the time to love yourself. Like you can't count on no one else to do it. You can't wait for no one else to do it.
What
You
is going
have to
on?
love on you because if you don't, it ain't gonna get done. No one knows what you need and want and desire better than you. No one. It doesn't matter who they. It don't matter if they was your mom. It don't matter if they your twin. It doesn't matter. They could have been with you every single day from sun up to sundown for 65 years. They still won't know you better than you.
Gee, I can't.
So,
I don't know what's going on. I can't. Like, I'm hearing like what you're saying on echo.
uh,
Can you hear me?
Wi-Fi. Yeah, you've been kind of like in shaky for a minute,
Okay, let me log out.
huh?
I'll come right back.
But yeah, no one's gonna love you more than you. Like you have
Okay.
to love yourself. You got to.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can hear
One
you.
of the things I was saying was that no one's gonna love you better than you can. So if you're not taking the
Mm-hmm.
time out to do it yourself, it's not gonna get done. Because it doesn't matter if someone, it doesn't matter if they birthed you, it doesn't matter if they was your twin, it doesn't matter if they spent 65 years with you from sun up to sundown. No one's gonna know exactly what you need except you. So
Amen.
if you're not giving it to yourself, you're just not gonna get it. And that's why I feel like a lot of people mess up too, because they expect for someone else to give it to them. They expect for someone else to bring them happiness.
But look
They
at this.
expect
Look at
someone
this,
else to
G.
bring love and care and consideration. If you're not providing it for yourself, it's not gonna happen. It's really nobody else's job. It doesn't matter if you get married tomorrow. It is still not that person's job to bring these things to
Mm-hmm.
your table.
Amen.
It's only
Yo,
it's your job to do it for yourself.
gee. But listen to this. This is powerful because when we get the thing is, it's like it's literally rewiring the way we think, the way we were taught to think. Look at everything we watched when we were kids growing up. All these Disney movies, all these little fantasy, and it's always the girl finds the guy, and then she lives a happily ever after. Oh, this person falls in love, they get married, they have a family, they live happily ever after. Everything is always about codependency. That's the stories that was told to us on media, on television, because they wanted to create codependent people, not interdependent individuals. So what do they teach you about love? They teach you that you need somebody to love yourself, to be happy. The story's always about falling in love. This bullshit. Okay? It's not real love is consistency. Real love is true. Real love is um, all of those good virtues. It's not so much of a feeling. It's an act. It's consistency. Everything else is not love. So why do you think they wanna? Why do you think society wanted to teach children this propaganda? Because they want to create codependent individuals, consumers. It's always about like money, I think, at the end of the day, because the people that stay in power, they stay in power because of knowledge. Knowledge.
Exactly.
They understand that
Exactly.
love is not what it appears to be.
Because if you always depending on somebody else, you will never
Mm-hmm.
stand up on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You will never rise to your full potential. Like, oh my gosh, like that goes so deep. It's so much that can go around with that. Whether it be the school system, whether it be the household, whether it be spirituality. Like if you're always dependent on some external source,
Brainwashing. Brainwashing. You don't learn to see with this, that spirit eye.
you'll always be
That wisdom is within us. We have the answers inside, but we have learned to not stay quiet enough, long enough to be able to really be guided with
yes,
this.
yes. That's why they down talk spirituality. They don't want you to learn how to love yourself. They don't want you to
Mm-hmm.
realize that, yo, I can literally make this shit happen on my own. Like, yo,
Power.
now I'm able to see through
Yes.
your BS. This is why now I'm at in a place where when someone's trying to gaslight me or someone's trying to manipulate me, or get me to think and believe and act the way that they want, I see straight through it now. You feel
Very
me?
wise.
Like, nah,
Yeah.
you could go on with that. I'm good. I don't need none of that. And like
Mm-hmm.
people, like my friends, like they laugh at me. They be like, "Gee, you be going from relationship to relationship." And it's because listen, I'm gonna give you a chance, but once I start seeing them things from you, hey, you could kick rocks. You're not real. You play a game. You try to manipulate. Nah, I know that game. You can kick rocks. And then when they
Yeah.
come back around, me setting up that boundary. Oh, you really not gonna talk to me? No. You really not gonna give it a chance? You really not gonna fight for us? No.
So toxic.
At this point,
Mm-mm.
just don't even keep writing me. Like I'm good. Like I used
Mm.
to do that back and forth. Not now. Once I make a decision, I stand on it. And it really doesn't matter if it was the right or wrong decision. I don't try to figure that out. Once I see what I see and I feel what I feel from whatever it is anyone is giving me, and I decide to take that step and make that boundary to disconnect myself from you or to push you on the other side where I'm not taking in all those internal factors from you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not I'm not taking it down.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yes. No,
So
that's
I love you.
powerful. That's.
I
I love
care
you
about you.
too.
I
I
appreciate
love.
you.
I
But
love you,
stay over there.
girl.
Stay over
Yep.
there.
Yeah. Oh wait. I love you, girl. I'm thinking she's telling me I thought she's ending the podcast. The fuck. I love you, girl. Mama, I love you.
I love you.
P.O.P. Holding it down. PSY for life.
For real. So it's like,
I got a
yeah.
I got a video on that, by the way. My older brother and I, we did that back in 2015. Like, go on my Facebook. You're gonna die. I
I
was,
love you.
girl, was a fucking stick.
But
But
yeah, like
yeah.
it's so important. And honestly, for me, after I've set those boundaries with honestly, I set them
Mm-hmm.
up with many people, including I had to set one up with my own father. Like I just had to. Now though,
That's the
I
hard
am
ones.
so much at peace. I realize that a lot of the chaos, a lot of the loudness and the craziness that was going on and taking place every single day, consuming my mind, consuming the way I walk and talk and think, and like all that just stopped. And I was like, yo, that wasn't even me. That was people dropping their energies off on me, and I'm feeling what they going through, and it had nothing to do with me. Like I be in the house chilling. Like before, I didn't like being alone because it was so loud in here. Now I love that. I am so at peace in my own place. And there ain't nobody here but me and my dog. And I've been like this
Good.
for years and I love it because all that is out there. And as soon as someone call or someone try to come over with that mess, even if
It's
I
not
let
that.
them talk sometime, I kind of shut off my mind. Like I don't even be taking it in because you ain't even asked me if I wanted to receive this. So I'm not even really listening to you. Like you're talking and I'm up here thinking about, I don't know, more to come back or something.
KO.
is necessary. It's so necessary. It is
Mortal
necessary.
Kombat.
It's necessary. Like,
I can't believe I remember that.
in whatever way, however method you need to take to do it, just do it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Amen.
just do it.
Amen. Well, listen, girl, you know this is way past my bedtime. What time is it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty much all I had to say. Like, I don't know, it was on my mind, it was on my heart. I wanted to get it off, and I
That
enjoyed
was good.
having this
I'm glad we
conversation with you.
recorded this. This was
Hmm?
awesome. Every time we
Yeah,
have
yeah. I'm gonna
conversations,
see if
it's
I can
always like
save this
deep.
video or go back and screen record it or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just enjoy it because we have deep talks all the time, and like I say, I speak on
Anything.
things from like a more probably, how can I say it, a less professional type of aspect. Like,
You
I just
saying I'm
say however
professional?
it is that's in
That's
my
cool.
head, and then you're able to come back and yeah, because you got that positivity voice, like you know how to uplift and make you feel safe and calm, and I'll just be with it, like, man, hey, you need to cut that out, like.
Yo, but it's awesome. It's always a fucking
Yeah,
vibe.
always, always.
But
So
anyways,
I appreciate this. I appreciate you for
yes,
doing this with
girl.
me.
Amen.
And I
Amen.
know you're
Listen, let's see if
tired.
we can save this. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
need
because
to.
this was great conversation. Let us know, you guys, if you enjoyed this conversation and you want to hear more from us. Send G or myself a message. Um,
Oh, we have a
we do have a
podcast too.
we podcast. Yeah, we just started a podcast, so we'll be posting that soon. So if you want more content like this is how we talk. G and I, we talk about everything. Nothing is like not on the table. We talk about everything. We talk about real shit, life,
Mhm.
and you see, we come as we are. Like, look at me. Well, I'm ass y'all. I don't ever go outside. Don't don't tell nobody.
Good.
But we come as we come, hopefully that to impact y'all and that you guys can relate. Let us know what you think, and have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, G.